a Staten Islander who lives next door to a controversial school-to-immigrant shelter, said police were focused on tracking residents rather than the area as police increased security in the area on Tuesday. Scott Hercott, 53, told the Post that city workers were at former STHE, said he was stunned watching him install security cameras outside of his home, which had sent hundreds of marked local residents to the shelter at John Villa Academy Street to protest they do some things in secret, and now I'm the one who's under the spotlight for defending what I've worked so hard for. This is a neighborhood struggling to exist. As many as 400 angry protesters marched in front of Converted School on Monday in the latest protest against Mayor Eric Adams' decision to open newest migrant shelter there without warning. Scott Hercott, 53, said cops were in the former STHE, says he feels like H is living in an aquarium after John Villa Academy installed security cameras outside his home on Staten Island rather than at the controversial immigrant shelter next to his school. Gregory P. Mango on Tuesday. Workers were returning to the former STHE installed security cameras on 3 lampposts near the John Villa Academy. But the cameras are not there. Outside the next-door neighbor's house. Gregory Ango, about 104,000 immigrants from U.S. border have been processed in Big Apple since spring last year. And about 56,000 people are now in care of City Huge Tent City on Randall Island, Old New York City Hotels, and St. Curtis Sliwa, founder of the Guardian Angels and a former mayoral candidate who has participated in several anti-immigrant protests, said there were about 20 immigrants at the school as of Tuesday morning. After Monday's loud rally, police parked police vehicles the road and installed surveillance cameras on power poles near Hercott's home to block traffic to Landis Avenue and Hastings Street Tuesday, saying that he has owned house for last 22 years. Hercott said that life on block has become a complete hell since City Hall decided to use school as an emergency shelter. Old Street on Staten Island. The John Villa Academy Catholic School is one of the city's latest controversial shelters to host an influx of immigrants. The 300-bed facility has witnessed hundreds of locals protesting in recent days. Steve White of the NY Post, they drop people off every hour. At midnight. He said. They leave equipment at 7 this morning. The outdoor showers next to my backyard. The generators they just started. I can't even focus on what people are saying to me because of lack of sleep. The newly installed generators are about 15 meters from Hercott's house. The NYPD closed STHE once again stepped up security outside the John Villa Academy. On Monday night, nearly 400 local residents protested the emergency shelter. Gregory Ango, as many as 400 Staten Island residents attended Old St. Street Bridge in Staten Island on Monday to protest a new 300-bed emergency shelter for IMM.